All right, all right, all right, all right. Hello and welcome. I was just having connectivity issues. It's always something fun-filled and tech. Anyways, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to welcome you today. I just want to give everyone another minute or two to hop on. In the meantime, I would love to know, where are you tuning in from? And let me know if you can hear me correctly. Sometimes I have my speaker connected to my computer, so I want to make sure that you can hear me. And I want to make sure that I can see your responses as well. So I'm going to hop on to the Facebook group page real quick. But if you're here, welcome, welcome. I am so happy. Oh yeah, Lisa's here and Gina's here. Hello, ladies. All right. We're going to get started in just one other minute. I invite you to get something to write with. I'm a big fan of traditional notebook, pen and paper writing because of the hand and eye coordination that happens when we, that doesn't happen when we text. So I recommend that you get something to write with. East Idaho, I forget that that's where you live, Gina. I am so excited. For anyone that is watching this on the replay, make sure to hashtag replay to let me know where you're tuning in from. And I am going to get started. All right, so welcome to day one of Breath of Wealth. This is a 5-day evolutionary experience that is going to really guide you to expand your awareness, to be able to really make some powerful changes in your life by getting inspired, getting motivated, getting clear, really taking ownership of what it is that you want to be experiencing in your life, and to be able to receive that, to really anchor into what I call your core. So welcome. My name is Monica Maria Aparicio. I am a spiritual teacher, a master healer, an intuitive business mentor, and the founder of the Psychology of Prosperity, an education initiative designed to support you to bridge the gap between your spirituality and your wealth consciousness. I love working mostly with spiritual women entrepreneurs, really helping them to extract those gems of wisdom, that brilliance that is inside of your own lived experiences, your life journey, and showing you how to convert those into valuable services and products that you can offer into the world while creating true and lasting wealth in your life through your service. So I am just, again, super excited. If there's anything that I really love talking about, it is transformation and evolution and creating wealth. I'm actually super curious as to, have you heard of wealth consciousness? Do you know what that is? If you have heard of it and you know what it is, go ahead and just put a 1 in the comments. And if you've actually studied it, if you actually have taken some time, maybe you've read some books, maybe you have done some courses or workshops, go ahead and put a 2 in the comments, because I am really curious. I would love to know who's here, where you're at, what is your level of practice in this very important area that I find, honestly, we're not taught. And it is so essential to be able to evolve, not only personally on a personal level, but in order to really evolve on a professional level in all ways. So my intention after these 5 days is that you are able to really expand your awareness, to see things that maybe you didn't before, to definitely have a lot more clarity about what it is that you actually want to be experiencing, both in your life and in your business, to let go of what might feel like a constriction, a limitation, a doubt, something that just has you not able to make some of the moves that you might already know that you need to be making, and to really start to see some powerful transformations in your life and in your wealth, in the way that you experience money, finances, really true well-being, which is what wealth consciousness is. And this is really beyond the idea of money mindset. And I'll get into that at some point, if not today, throughout these 5 days. So I want to start, excuse me, let me just have a little sip of water. I want to start by just saying how these two tools of, excuse me, breath work and wealth consciousness have literally changed my life. And they're two tools that I absolutely integrate into all that I do with my clients. But breathwork found me in 2008. I had just gotten out of health coaching school. I became a certified holistic health coach in 2008. And I was going through a period of feeling that I was living two lives. One where I was all about getting healthy, supporting other people get healthy, and another where I was absolutely unhappy, feeling like I was suffering at my job. I was a teacher in the Department of Education of New York City, a high school arts teacher, and I had just outstayed my time there. And so that led me to drink a lot. And it was just part of the school culture as well. And I found myself really just over drinking and ended up in a 12-step program. And then about a year later, I found breath work. I was with my therapist and she said, you know what? I got an email for an active meditation through dance and breath class. I think you might like this. And I wanted to meditate. I didn't know how to sit still. I'm a manifesting generator, I have lots of energy. And I was like, you know what? That is for me. And so I became a facilitator of breath work. I started a second company called Urban Breath NYC, leading active meditation workshops through breath a year later. And it has just been so absolutely pivotal in my transformation. Now, what I find is that most people, when they have a desire that they want to attain, they have a goal that they won't attain it because A, they don't know how, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to do it, or B, they're afraid, or C, it's a combination of all of those. I'm curious as to where are you? Are you more like one, you don't know how to do it? Let's go with A for this. So when I look through the comments, I know what we're referring to here. But A, you don't know how to do what you don't know what to do, and you don't know how to do it. Or B, you're just afraid. Or C, it might be a combination of both of those things. So let me know, put it in the comments. And I want you to really start these 5 days by clarifying for yourself, what is your intention? What is it that you want to get out of this experience? What brought you here? When you saw this event, what was it that called you forth to either participate live, to get the replay? Why are you here? And I want you to just take a moment to write it down for yourself. You know, what do you want to create? Because the first step in being able to have what you want is to actually know what you want, to be clear about that. So go ahead and just take a moment to write that out for yourself. And if you have a date that you want to attach to that, like I want to achieve this by 3 months from now, 6 months from now. There was a study that was done several years ago that said, when you write down your intention, the percentage of it happening raises. When you put a date to it, it raises even more. When you share it with somebody else, it raises even more. So if you want an extra layer of accountability, if you feel good about it, go ahead and share it below. Just letting yourself be witnessed. What is it that you want to have? Now, sometimes we think we're clear, we're not as clear as we think we are. And so that really is one of the most important things. And in order for us to have deeper clarity, of what we do want, it is helpful to have clarity about what we do not want to be experiencing. And that's one way of understanding, okay, if this is the experience, the opposite of what I want, if this is what is giving me a contrasting experience to what I desire to be feeling, then it helps me to really define what it is that I desire. So I want you to check in with yourself. And if you want to close your eyes for this, you can. And we're going to start to just check in as to where in your life you're going to do a little quick audit and review in your head of the different areas of your life. We're going to look at health, relationship, communication, your finances, your social life. I would say, your business, your creativity, just, kind of like put all those areas of your life in a graph. And I want you to ask yourself, where am I experiencing limitation, constriction, a decrease of joy, maybe disease? I don't feel comfort, lack of comfort, lack of self-expression, maybe frustration, overwhelm. And it can be a combination of how you feel about it, right? So what is happening internally in these areas where there might be less life being experienced, right? Less feeling of satisfaction, less joy, less self-expression. But also externally, when you look at it externally, there is, again, a decrease of joy. There is a constriction. There's a limitation maybe on your time, on just your environment, your space. Okay, so we're looking at it in both of those ways. And I want you to just jot that down for yourself, and you can come back and watch the replay again, watch it again, because repetition is a great way to impress upon your subconscious mind what it is that you're working on. So where are the areas of your life? And let me know when you have it. I'm just checking the comments here. Hey, Jocelyn, good to see you. Thank you for sharing what you're desiring. So you're just going to write out for yourself those areas and what's happening just quickly, like, for example, health. Maybe there's allergies. I'm certainly experiencing allergies. Maybe in business, like wanting to attract the right clients, wanting to scale. Now, what I want to let you know is this: your body, your biology is your biography. Ever since you've had a physical form, your body has been making a record of its experiences, of what it also has perceived as traumatic, as hurtful, as painful, as challenging. Your body makes a little record of it, and it stores it in the file cabinet of your cells. So your biology is your biography. And so breath work allows us to begin to really use the body as a resource, as a tool to better understand yourself. Because the goal is that we master who we are, that we fully understand, that we have emotional intelligence about what is my experience of what I'm having right now, of my reality. What is my internal experience? What is my external experience? Most of us are pretty good with the external because we can see, we have senses, right? We can taste, touch, hear. But we don't always have the mastery of what we might be experiencing internally, right? And so your body is such a great way to be able to get more clear, to be able to have that ownership, to be able to receive, to anchor into the core of who you are. And so I want you to start paying attention as you go throughout your day, even as you think about these parts of your life and where you might be experiencing less life. As you think about them and call them forth, how's your breathing? Does it feel like you start breathing a little faster, a little shorter? Does it feel like the breath isn't fully anchored? And by the way, most of us are not breathing to our fullest capacity. And if we were, we would be a lot more focused, a lot more present, a lot more centered, a lot more calm, a lot more powerful and capable, feel capable, because we are capable, but feel that we are capable because we are fully embodied and we're being fully animated with the full extent of how much breath we can actually let into our bodies. So breath work is such a powerful way to rewire your brain and to literally rewire the cells of your body, to teach your body that it's actually safe to want more. It's actually safe to take a risk. It's actually safe to let yourself move into an unknown direction, to go explore. And so when you look at a child that's learning how to walk, the baby is not thinking, I better not try that again because I just fell. Right? There's a lot more freedom. There's a lot less actual biography that has been stored in that biology. And so there is a level of freedom to be able to go and explore. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start this process of learning, relearning, reteaching ourselves how to truly breathe. Now, I want you to put aside whatever paper, whatever you have, pen, and I want you to just have your hands. And we're going to start to do a massage on our jaw. Why? Because the jaw is a part of the body that holds a lot of stress and tension. And the saying goes, bite your tongue. Think of how many times you wanted to say something and you didn't say something, or you said something else, or you kind of like, you watered down what you wanted to say. But think of all of the energy that gets trapped in this part of your body, right? So we're going to start to prepare for this type of breath work by beginning to release the jaw. So I want you to just, if you want to warm up your hands, you can. So just starting to rub your hands together so that you can create some heat, some warmth in your hands. And when you feel that you have created enough heat, you're just going to take 2, 3 fingers. It's the pointer finger. I think it's the pointer finger, middle finger. I usually like to use these 2 fingers. And you're just going to start to trace your jaw. You can start at the top, which is close to the temples. And you're just going to make circular movements. And go ahead and just breathe deeply. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And maybe you can hear me breathing. Zoom doesn't always allow for anything but voice. I have found it won't let you hear my breathing. I'm breathing deeply, but I want you to breathe so you can actually hear your breath as you're giving yourself a massage on your jaw. Okay, and then I want you to open your jaw really wide. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can see that I'm opening my mouth really wide. And you might start to hear some crunching, because when do we really stretch our jaws? Not very often. And the jaw is also one of those joints in the body that holds on to a lot of sorrow and grief, as are the hips. So you're just going to move the jaw now from side to side as you open it wide. Now you're really going to probably hear some crunching. But just let yourself move the jaw from side to side. And you're still going to you're going to support your jaw with your fingers, with both hands. And no one's seeing you. So really just go for the full effect of really opening your mouth and moving your jaw from side to side. And I want you to stick out your tongue for this one and see what it's like if you just breathe in and out just through your mouth. So I'm breathing pretty deeply. You probably can't hear me, but the point is that you can hear yourself breathe. And again, just listen to your body. Maybe your body wants you to just throw your head back slightly so you can start to stretch your throat as well. And you're going to keep your mouth open as you move your jaw from side to side and continue to just like stretch that jaw. You know, really use your fingers to continue to massage from the temples down, just tracing your jawline as you continue breathing. And just check in. Can you hear your own breath? Can you hear your breathing? And try breathing through your mouth as you do this. So you're just going to breathe in and out through your mouth. And don't worry if you are not sure that you're doing this right. I want you to just trust. Trust yourself, trust your body guiding you. And then slowly start to just let that go. And I want you to just come back to breathing through your nose. Hi, Leah, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Gina, you're saying that your jaw and your neck is always where your tension is, and it's worse since you had surgery. Yeah. When do we ever get a massage in the jaw? Right? So just let me know, how is this for you? Drop it in the comments. How do you feel? Dawn, hello, Grand Rising. We were just doing massage on our jaw and breathing in and out through the mouth. So during these next 4 days, the next 4 days coming up, we're going to be fully practicing breathing through the mouth. And the reason why is because, one, the mouth is a much bigger opening. So obviously more oxygen can get in and out. So the effect of the oxygen with your body's chemistry combined is going to accelerate the feeling that you're having. It's going to accelerate the rewiring of your brain. It's going to accelerate really oxygenating all the parts of your body. Because again, most of us are breathing up here, like, and it's like, just become aware. How deeply can I breathe? When I breathe, does it feel like my full body is breathing? Does it feel like the breath actually can land in my belly and my belly expands and my chest expands? And that's what we want, is an opening and an expansion. So we're going to be going through that. Today, when you get the replay of this, if you registered, you're going to get an email with some extra goodies. I'm going to send you an implementation assignment, because the idea is that, yes, we're here doing practices and I'm here giving you some information, but the idea is that you start to live this reality, that you start to translate these practices into an experience that you're having daily. So be sure that you're registered. If you're not registered, get in here. I will drop the link below. I'll make sure that you have that link for those of you that are not on the list. Now, the breath of wealth is a breath practice that I designed that is a combination of this type of breath work, in and out through the mouth, visualization, and affirmation through your embodiment. So that's where wealth consciousness varies to money mindset, where I find that most money mindset, one, it is predominantly focused on your mind, on the way that you see your perspective and your behavior. And a lot of it is done through repetition of affirmations that you write and you repeat out loud, and then you're hearing it back and then impressing on the subconscious mind. This is a little different. Wealth consciousness is more of an embodied experience of what it is to have an expanded consciousness of wealth. And I'm a huge fan of etymology. For those that don't know, when we think about it, there's a reason why the words health and wealth rhyme. There's a reason that we can find well-being, being well in the word wealth, right? All of these words are related to one another. And so this is really about elevating the consciousness to go beyond money mindset. So this breath of wealth is part of your core. You being anchored in, I'm clear, I own my vision, I have authority over it, I claim it, and therefore I'm able to receive. And that's what core stands for. So we're going to be dropping deeper into these practices. You are going to just start to notice from day to day, from moment to moment, really just start asking yourself, how am I breathing? How am I breathing right now? Am I breathing as deeply as I can? And so for the rest of today, maybe before you go to bed, go ahead and give yourself another one of these jaw massages. Like I said, I'm going to be sending you an audio for you to listen to. This is something that I recorded several years ago, and it is titled Breathe Better for Business. And I walk you through 7 minutes, and you can actually hear what the breath sounds like in that audio so that you can practice it. And on top of that, at the end of this experience, I'm going to be sending you a guided actual The Breath of Wealth meditation, which is the latest one that I have for you. So I cannot wait for you to have it. I would love to know, what have you gotten out of today? Have you gotten clear about what is it that you actually want by taking a look at the things that you're not experiencing that full expression in your life? By really taking a look at all of those areas, your health, your relationships, your social life, your creativity, your business, your finances, your communication, which is such a huge part of really being able to receive more, is to literally ask for more. I once heard this, and I know it is so true. The only thing in life that 100% you will not ever receive is the thing you don't ask for. So I am huge on making requests and making asks. So this brings us to the end of today. Again, I would love to hear, what are you walking away with? There is an implementation activity for you to start as soon as you wake up tomorrow. And you can also start practicing that breath through the guided breath meditation that I'm also going to be sending you in today's email, as well as the audio replay, so that you can feel free to repeat this while you're maybe doing something else or on the go, and just to be able to have the best experience that you can. I also want to leave you with this: how you breathe is how you live. So make sure that you really are allowing yourself to expand and breathe as fully and as deeply as you possibly can. I will see you back here tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern for day 2 of the Breath of Wealth experience. Bye, everyone.